Before you buy the PSVR2, you should thoroughly research the device to ensure you make an informed decision, because if you don't, over $600 could go down the drain. This includes learning about the headset's features, release date, design, and availability. Pretty much everything that you'll find here. Sony has brought the virtual party to town with their new headset, the PSVR2. This time around, they're giving users what they ask for, a VR experience that's as easy as pie and loaded with fun-filled features. The PSVR2 is set to hit the streets on February 22, 2023, but as with any wild party, there's always the chance of a delay. A bundle with everything, including headset, wires, PlayStation VR2 Sense controller, and stereo headphones. But wait, there's more! A bundle that includes the hit game Horizon Call of the Mountain will also be available, and the best part, the PSVR2 will only cost you $549.99, £529.99, or €599.99. It doesn't really matter what currency you describe it in, it will always sound expensive. It looks like cheap VR will not be possible in this century. Why pay for a PS5 when you can get a PSVR2 for the low price of… nah. It's actually more expensive than the PS5. Who knew virtual reality would cost more than reality itself? But hey, with all the fancy upgrades, you'll feel like a millionaire in a digital world. Hashtag worth it?
And soon, it will take your mind.
One of the most important aspects of a virtual reality headset is the display technology used. Poor lenses can severely detract from the VR experience, leading to problems such as motion sickness and destroying the sense of immersion, so that you spend much more time looking at the toilet than at the game itself. The PSVR2 features new high-definition OLED displays with HDR, 110-degree viewing angles, and support for refresh rates of 90Hz and 120Hz, which is a significant improvement over the first PSVR's resolution of 960 by 1080. The PSVR2's display technology is designed to provide users with an immersive and seamless VR experience. The state of rendering technology is constantly advancing and new requirements are emerging. Foveated rendering and variable resolution scaling are two of the latest developments that will change how processing power is used based on the user's gaze. Foveated rendering and variable resolution are two important techniques in virtual reality that aim to improve the overall experience while reducing computation load. Foveated rendering is a technique that prioritizes the rendering quality of the area the user is currently looking at, the fovea, while lowering the quality of peripheral areas, thereby reducing computational requirements. Variable resolution means that the resolution of the VR display is dynamically adjusted to the user's gaze and position, with the highest resolution where the user is looking and lower resolution in the peripheral areas. This results in the same reduction in computational overhead as foveated rendering. Together, these techniques make VR more immersive, responsive, and energy efficient, enabling longer and more comfortable VR sessions. Actually, Sony should think about expanding this concept further because they want to charge $600 for this new headset, and given the technology, it may well be worth it.
Yeah, that's not good.
The PSVR2 will offer a more immersive experience with its 3D sound, eye tracking, and vibration feedback. The controllers will also have haptic feedback and a single motor for vibration effects. Players can experience a character's racing heartbeat, things whizzing past their head, or the thrill of speeding through virtual roads. But the real question is, will your brain be able to handle all the excitement without spontaneously combusting from the buzz? With the PS5's Tempest 3D audio tech, your in-game sound will be more real than reality itself. No more bland and boring audio. Now you'll hear dynamic sound that follows you everywhere you go. And that's not all. The PSVR2 will also have an eye-tracking feature that will make your games more interactive and realistic than ever. Just imagine using your eyes as lasers in a Superman VR game, burning down your enemies with just one gaze. At least that is what we all expect, and not some clumsy 360-degree Superman resolution. Let's hope this VR is different. The PSVR2 has been made simpler to install, requiring just one cable and no additional camera. The headset has 4 built-in cameras that can detect and follow the player's every motion, making the extra camera redundant. Although the PSVR2 currently needs a hardwired connection, Sony is exploring the possibility of wireless technology in the future through a future add-on or a wireless edition. The PSVR2 is a massive improvement from its predecessor, with an OLED HDR display that boasts a resolution of 2000 by 2040 per eye, giving you a clearer and sharper image, making you feel like you're truly in the game. And let's not forget the new Sense controller, which was built specifically for the PSVR2 and will bring your gaming experience to new heights. Unlike the PS Move controllers that came with the first PSVR, the Sense controller was designed with virtual reality gaming in mind, so you won't miss a beat. But don't try to use your PSVR2 with your original PSVR, because unfortunately, it's not compatible. The PSVR2 is its own entity and is not compatible with the original PSVR or its games. We all know that having a PlayStation and saving money don't get along. Don't worry though, some PSVR games like No Man's Sky, After the Fall, and Hello Neighbor, Search and Rescue will receive free updates for the PSVR2, so you can still enjoy your favorite games. Now let's talk about the competition, the Meta Quest 2. It's a great virtual reality headset and all, but it can't hold a candle to the PSVR2. Technically, the PSVR2 outperforms the Meta Quest 2 in terms of display quality and resolution. The Meta Quest 2 may be wireless, but with a battery life of only 3 hours, it's not suitable for extended playtime unless you are grounded and have been playing with your mom's stopwatch. 3 hours is not enough. And let's not forget, the PSVR2 is much more expensive than the Meta Quest 2, with a price tag of $549.99 compared to the Meta Quest 2's $399.99. To put that in perspective, you could buy a base model PlayStation 5 for the same price as the Meta Quest 2. But don't get us wrong, the Meta Quest 2 has its own perks. If you're looking for a more accessible virtual reality experience, the Meta Quest 2 may be right for you. It's perfect for those who want to go beyond gaming and explore the virtual world. On the other hand, the PSVR 2 was designed with gamers in mind first and foremost, so you'll have a blast playing entire games made specifically for it.
Oh, hello, my friend.
Now will it play nicely with our beloved PC Steam VR? Sony has been tight-lipped on the matter, but fear not, the PSVR community is known for their hacking skills and has been known to create compatibility where there once was none. Take the original PSVR headset for example. The community developed a Trinus virtual reality program to allow PCs to detect the headset, which means it's not out of the question that they will figure out how to do the same for the PSVR 2. The PSVR 2 comes equipped with a USB-C connector, which should simplify matters for game developers and increase the likelihood of compatibility. Sony has been making more of an effort to bring its titles to Steam in recent years, adopting the PlayStation PC label for its games. This move suggests that Sony is open to the idea of allowing its VR gear to function on the PC. So it's possible that the PSVR could eventually be compatible with Steam VR. However, we must emphasize that it's still too early to say for sure, and we cannot recommend purchasing the PSVR 2 with the expectation that it would be compatible with a PC. When it comes to PSVR 2 games, there are a ton in the works. With over 70 titles teased, the launch lineup alone is staggering. Dark Pictures Switchback VR, Horizon Call of the Mountain, and Moss 2 are just a few examples of the excellent games that will be available on day one. For those who already own a PS5, some of the biggest titles like Resident Evil Village and Gran Turismo 7 will receive free PSVR 2 updates. The PSVR 2's compatibility with PC Steam VR is still a mystery wrapped in an enigma. But have no fear, the PSVR community is like the MacGyver of gaming. They can turn anything into a compatible hack. And with Sony's recent push to bring more games to Steam, it seems like they're open to cross-platform. The launch lineup for the PSVR 2 is straight fire. You'll be able to play some of the most top-notch games in VR, so whether you're a VR enthusiast or just a gamer looking for some immersive experiences, the PSVR 2 is definitely worth keeping an eye on. What's your favorite VR game? Tell us in the comments, leave your likes, and subscribe for more videos like this.